Welcome to Mallorca, an island paradise where crystal clear waters, charming villages, and breathtaking viewpoints await you. In this 4-day itinerary, we'll take you from sun-kissed beaches to historic towns and jaw-dropping sunsets. Get ready for an unforgettable adventure filled with hidden gems and insider tips to make the most of your trip. Let's dive into paradise. Best time to visit Mallorca. Mallorca is an idyllic Mediterranean escape that shines brightest between May and September, when temperatures range from 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 to 29 degrees Celsius. During these months, the island's stunning beaches are at their finest, and lively festivals like San Juan and Festa de la Mare de Déu del Carme draw locals and tourists alike. Spring and autumn offer milder weather and fewer crowds, perfect for those wanting a more relaxed experience. Winter, while quiet and peaceful, can be chilly, with temperatures dropping to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. Mallorca Airport Tips. Arriving at Palma de Mallorca Airport, PMI, is a breeze as it's one of Spain's most efficient and well-connected airports. To get into the city center, about 5 miles away, take the EMT bus line 1 for just $3 USD. A taxi will cost around $25 USD, or if you prefer comfort and convenience, book a private transfer for $40 USD. Pro tip: renting a car directly at the airport is highly recommended if you plan to explore the island independently. Prices start at $40 USD per day, and it's best to look online for the best deals. Where to stay in Mallorca. For a quintessential Mallorcan experience, stay in Palma de Mallorca, the bustling capital with historic charm and beach access. The Old Town, Leso area, is perfect for boutique hotels like Hotel Mama, offering rooms from $150 USD per night. For luxury seekers, the St. Regis Mardeval Mallorca Resort in Costa Don Blans offers ocean views for $400 USD per night. Looking to be closer to nature? Opt for a cozy finca, country house in Soler or Valdemossa for a more authentic stay priced around $100 USD per night. How to get around Mallorca. Renting a car is the best way to navigate the island. Public buses are efficient but infrequent in rural areas. Car rentals cost around $40 USD per day, while a scooter goes for $25 USD. If you prefer public transit, the TIB bus network covers major routes with tickets priced at $2 to $5 USD depending on the distance. Alternatively, taxis charge $1.5 USD per mile. For a seamless experience, get the TIB Intermodal card, offering unlimited travel for $25 USD over 3 days. Day 1. Discover the heart of Mallorca, Palma's must-see gems and epic views. Kick off your Mallorca road trip by diving into the vibrant heart of the island, Palma, the bustling capital city. You'll be thrilled to know that most of the must-see attractions are within walking distance, making it super easy to explore on foot. Just make sure to park your car at one of the convenient car parks nearby before you start wandering. Parking for the day usually costs around $15 USD, but it's totally worth it to avoid the hassle of finding street spots. Morning. Cathedral of Santa Maria of Palma. Kick off your 4-day adventure in Mallorca with a visit to the stunning Cathedral of Santa Maria of Palma, also known as La Seo by the locals. Trust me, this breathtaking Gothic masterpiece is an absolute must-see and the perfect way to start your trip. Towering over the harbor with its golden sandstone facade, the cathedral looks even more impressive up close. Step inside and you'll be greeted by a mesmerizing kaleidoscope of colors from the 61 stained glass windows. It's like stepping in a world of light and dark. The massive rose window alone is enough to leave you speechless. Entrance to the cathedral costs around $9 USD, and it's totally worth it for the jaw-dropping architecture and peaceful atmosphere. Insider tip. Get there as early as possible, around 9 a.m., to beat the crowds and catch the sunlight streaming through the stained glass. It's pure magic. Plus, you'll have more time to snap those post-worthy photos without anyone blocking your shot. Royal Palace of La Almudaina. Just a quick 1-minute stroll from La Seo, you'll find the Royal Palace of La Almudaina, a stunning 14th century fortress that still serves as the official residence for the Spanish royals when they're visiting Mallorca. It's like stepping back in time, surrounded by ancient stone walls and grand halls fit for royalty. During peak season, April to September, the palace is open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. In the cooler months, October to March, the hours are slightly shorter, typically 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. or 6 p.m., and it's closed on Mondays year-round. Tickets cost around $8 per person, but here's the best part, there's free entry on Wednesdays and Sundays from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., so plan your visit accordingly. You can also get in for free on special days like International Museum Day in May and the National Holiday of Spain in October. Mid-morning, Placa de Corte. After soaking in the regal vibes at the Royal Palace of La Almudena, take a short 5-minute stroll over to Placa de Corte. This charming historic square is best known for its ancient olive tree, a massive, gnarled masterpiece that has stood the test of time. It's right in the center of the plaza, and honestly, you couldn't miss it even if you tried. While you're there, don't forget to admire the Ajuntament de Palma City Hall, a stunning 17th century building that's easily the most picturesque spot in the square. The intricate architecture and unique wooden balconies are straight out of a fairy tale, so have your camera ready. Take your time to wander around the square and soak in the local atmosphere. You'll find quaint cafes and boutique shops lining the area, making it the perfect place to grab a coffee and people watch. Insider tip. Visit early in the morning or around sunset for the best lighting and fewer crowds. Plus, if you're craving a quick bite, grab a traditional ensaimada pastry from the nearby bakery. It'll set you back $3, but it's totally worth it for the taste of Mallorca's sweet side. Plaza Mayor. Just a quick stroll from Placa de Corte, you'll find yourself in the bustling Plaza Mayor, the perfect spot to grab lunch and soak up the vibrant atmosphere. This lively square is always buzzing with locals and tourists alike, making it an awesome place to just kick back and people watch. You'll also find plenty of charming shops and street performers adding to the lively vibe. If your stomach's rumbling, head straight to Bazaar Tapas Restaurante and Bar for some mouth-watering Spanish tapas. Try their patatas bravas with spicy aioli or the grilled octopus, both local favorites. Expect to spend around $25 per person for a generous spread of dishes. If you're in the mood for something lighter, check out Mise en Place, where people can't stop raving about their granola bowls, fresh pastries, and specialty coffees. A delicious brunch here will cost you around $15. Not feeling either of these options? No worries. The square is packed with eateries, so take a leisurely walk and explore your options. Whether you're craving Italian, Mediterranean, or just a quick snack, there's definitely something that'll hit the spot, even for the pickiest eaters. Afternoon, Passage del Born. After enjoying a delicious lunch, take a leisurely 10-minute stroll from Plaza Mayor to the beautiful Passage del Born, widely considered the prettiest street in all of Palma de Mallorca. As you walk, you'll be surrounded by towering plane trees that form a natural canopy overhead, giving the avenue a cozy, shaded vibe. The promenade is lined with chic boutiques, trendy shops, and local stores selling everything from designer clothing to handmade crafts. Whether you're in the mood to splurge on a new outfit or just want to pick up a souvenir to remember your trip, you're bound to find something that catches your eye. Prices range from $10 for small trinkets to $50 or more for stylish clothes. If you're not in a shopping mood, no worries, just wandering down this gorgeous avenue and soaking up the relaxed Mediterranean ambiance is an experience in itself. You might even spot some talented street performers adding a touch of magic to the atmosphere. Insider tip. Stop by Born 8 Cafe along the promenade for a refreshing iced coffee or a scoop of gelato. It's just $5 and their outdoor seating is the perfect spot to watch the world go by. Port of Palma de Mallorca. After soaking in the charm of Passage del Born, head back towards the iconic Cathedral of Santa Maria of Palma and continue your adventure down to the Port of Palma de Mallorca. As one of the largest and most scenic ports in the area, it's the perfect spot to unwind and take in the breathtaking views of sparkling waters dotted with luxury yachts and sailboats. Find a cozy spot along the promenade and watch the boats gliding in and out. It's surprisingly calming and totally Instagram-worthy. You might even spot a few impressive cruise ships docked at the terminal, especially during peak travel seasons. If you arrived by ferry, this spot might look familiar, as it's one of the main cruise terminals on the island island. The area around the port is bustling with cute shops and cafes where you can pick up some souvenirs or grab a cold drink. A quick browse through the local boutiques might tempt you with a nautical-themed keepsake or a handcrafted trinket, usually priced around 10 to 20 USD. Insider tip: head to Bar Maritimo right by the port and order a Tinto di Verano, a refreshing summer wine cocktail for just 6 USD. Sit back on the terrace and enjoy the unbeatable views of the harbor while soaking up the lively atmosphere. Late afternoon, Pobla Español de Mallorca. Next up on your Mallorca road trip is the fascinating Pobla Español de Mallorca, an open-air museum that feels like a mini tour of Spain itself. This unique spot showcases reproductions of some of the country's most famous landmarks, like the Court of the Myrtles from Granada's Alhambra and the Christ of the Lanterns from Cordoba. Imagine being able to see 18 iconic buildings and several picturesque streets and squares all recreated at a 1:2 scale. It's like taking a whirlwind journey through Spain in just 1 hour. How cool is that? To get here, just hop back into your car and enjoy a scenic 10-minute drive along the waterfront. Parking nearby usually costs around 5 USD, so make sure to keep some change handy. The entrance fee for the museum itself is around 11 USD per person. The museum is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. from April to October, and slightly shorter hours, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. from November to March. Evening, Castel de Belva. Wrap up your first day of exploring Mallorca with a visit to the magnificent Castel de Belva. Just a short drive from Pobla Español de Mallorca, this 14th century Gothic castle will make you feel like you've stepped into a medieval fairy tale. Perched on a hill overlooking Palma, the castle offers jaw-dropping panoramic views of the city and the shimmering Mediterranean Sea. Trust me, it's worth every second of the climb. To enter the castle, tickets cost around 5 USD per person. The castle is open every day except Mondays from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. between April and September, and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. from October to March. Here's a pro tip. If you're visiting on a Sunday or a bank holiday, admission is completely free, but the castle closes earlier at 3 p.m. Take your time wandering through the circular courtyard, admire the ancient arches, and imagine what life was like for the royals who once called this place home. The museum inside gives you a peek into Mallorca's history, including artifacts and ancient pottery. Insider tip: make sure to bring your camera to capture the 360-degree views from the rooftop terrace. It's one of the best sunset spots in Palma. To make the most of your visit, head up around 5 p.m. to see the golden hour light bathing the entire city and coastline. Plus, parking at the castle is usually free, but spaces fill up quickly, so plan to arrive early. Day 2. Discovering hidden gems and breathtaking beaches on Mallorca's southeast coast. Day 2 of your Mallorca road trip is all about leaving Palma behind and exploring the nearby areas. It's going to be an amazing day filled with new sights and experiences. As you venture out of the city, keep in mind that parking can get a bit tricky, especially during the busy peak season, June to September. Some popular spots fill up quickly, so planning ahead will make your day much smoother. Parking fees usually range from 5 to 10 USD depending on the location. In smaller villages or remote beaches, you might even find free public parking lots or quiet side streets to park without a fee. Insider tip: download apps like Parkopedia or Easy Park to check for available parking before you arrive. Having a few coins on hand is also helpful since parking meters only take cash. Starting your day early not only helps secure a parking spot, but also lets you enjoy the quieter side of Mallorca before the crowds roll in. Early morning. Far de Cap Blanc. Start the second day of your Mallorca road trip with an exciting 30-minute drive to the iconic Far de Cap Blanc. This stunning 19th century lighthouse is perched on a dramatic cliffside and offers one of the most breathtaking viewpoints in the entire area. It's the perfect spot to kick off your morning with some fresh sea air and unforgettable views. If you're an early riser, aim to get there for sunrise. The sight of the sun peeking over the horizon, casting a warm glow on the rugged coastline, is absolutely magical. Plus, you'll have the place mostly to yourself, making it even more special. Fun fact, the lighthouse was originally powered entirely by olive oil, adding a quirky touch to its fascinating history. While you can't actually go inside the lighthouse, the surrounding scenery more than makes up for it. The parking area is set a little way back from the lighthouse, so be prepared for a short, scenic walk to reach it. Parking is usually free, but it can fill up quickly during peak times, so arriving early is a smart move. Insider tip: wear comfortable shoes, as the path to the lighthouse is a bit rocky and uneven. Bring along a thermos of coffee and some pastries for a little breakfast picnic while you soak in the views. You'll thank yourself later. Estrenc Beach. After soaking in the views of Fa de Cap Blanc, hop back in the car for a scenic 30-minute drive to one of Mallorca's most stunning beaches, Estrenc Beach. It's no wonder this beach is a favorite among both locals and visitors. Since Estrenc is undeniably one of the most beautiful beaches on the island, it can get pretty crowded as the day goes on. That's why it's best to visit early in the morning, ideally before 9 or 10 a.m. Plus, there's practically no shade on the beach, so avoiding the intense midday sun is definitely a smart move. Parking here can be a bit of a challenge since spots are limited and the fee is around $8 for the day. It might feel a bit pricey, but honestly, it's worth every penny for the chance to spend time on this pristine shoreline. Be prepared for a short walk from the parking lot to the beach, but once you're there, it's pure paradise. The beach itself stretches over 1.2 miles, offering plenty of space to find your perfect spot. However, keep in mind that facilities are quite limited. No showers or changing stations. There's just one beachfront restaurant, Sembat Beach Bar, where you can grab a bite to eat. Expect to pay around $15 to $25 per meal, but packing your own snacks and drinks is a much better option if you want to stay budget-friendly. If you're up for a little exploration, take a walk along the shore to check out the flat wetlands of Ses Salines, where you can get a glimpse of how salt is traditionally produced on the islands. It's a cool little side trip that adds a unique touch to your beach day. Insider tip: bring a beach umbrella and plenty of sunscreen, as shade is scarce and the sun can be intense. Also, if you're a fan of beachcombing, stroll along the waterline to find colorful seashells. Just be sure to leave nature as you found it. Take a few hours to relax, swim, and soak up the sun at Estrenc, but don't linger too long. There's still plenty more to explore on your Mallorca road trip. Mid-morning, Mirador Espontas. Even though it's tough to tear yourself away from the dreamy shorelines of Estrenc Beach, it's time to hit the road again. Hop back in your car for a 30-minute drive to one of Mallorca's most jaw-dropping viewpoints, Mirador Espontas. You've already seen some incredible sights today, and this one's next level. Espontas is a naturally formed rock arch that rises dramatically from the sparkling blue waters, looking like a massive natural bridge floating in the sea. It's one of those spots where you'll find yourself just staring in awe, wondering how nature managed to create something so perfect. The viewpoint itself, Mirador Espontas, offers unbeatable panoramic views of the arch and the rugged coastline. You'll find a small parking lot nearby, and from there, it's just a short, clearly marked walk to the viewpoint. Parking is usually free, but it's always a good idea to double-check local signs just in case. While it's a super popular spot for watching the sunset, it tends to be a bit quieter during the day, which means you'll have a better chance to snap that perfect photo without jostling for space. Cala Santanyí. If you're craving another dip in the water after soaking in the views of Mirador Espontas, head over to Cala Santanyí. You can actually leave your car at the same parking lot and take a quick 5 to 10 minute walk down to the beach. Super convenient, right? Nestled between rugged cliffs and lush greenery, Cala Santanyí is an absolute gem. It's smaller and cozier compared to Estrenc, but equally stunning with its soft white sand and crystal clear turquoise waters. The beach does tend to get a bit crowded, especially during peak season, so if it feels too packed when you arrive, don't stress. Just move on to your next stop. If you decide to stay, take some time to lay out your towel, soak up the sun, and enjoy a refreshing swim. There's nothing like cooling off in these gorgeous waters after a day of exploring. There's no entrance fee, but renting a sunbed will cost you around $15 for the day. Insider tip: bring a snorkel set because the rocky coastline here makes for some great underwater exploring. Cala Figuera. Next up on your Mallorca road trip is the charming fishing village of Cala Figuera, just a 10-minute drive from Cala Santanyí. This quaint spot sits on the left fork of a picturesque Y-shaped bay and dates all the way back to the 14th century. The scenic harbor, lined with traditional whitewashed houses and colorful fishing boats bobbing in the water, makes for an incredible panorama, perfect for snapping some postcard-worthy photos. Even though you can't swim here, it's still 100% worth stopping by to explore the narrow streets and soak up the old-school Mediterranean vibe. You'll often see fishermen mending their nets or unloading the day's catch, giving you a taste of authentic Majorcan life. If you're starting to feel those hunger pangs, Cala Figuera is an awesome spot to grab a late lunch. Two of the best-rated eateries in town are Restaurante Pizzeria Esport and Bar Restaurante Bon Bar. At Restaurante Pizzeria Esport, you can enjoy a freshly made pizza or seafood paella for around $20 per person. If you're craving something a bit lighter, Bon Bar serves up delicious tapas and cold drinks for about $15. Afternoon, Calador. After you've enjoyed your lunch and soaked up the charming atmosphere of Cala Figuera, it's time to hit the road again and discover another famous cala in Mallorca, Calador. The drive takes about 25 minutes via the MA19 road, or closer to 30 minutes if you take the MA14. Either way, you're in for some lovely coastal views along the way. Calador is a vibrant village on the southeast coast of Mallorca, known for its stunning coastlines and gorgeous beaches. The area is actually made of several small coves and beaches, including Calador Beach, Cala Gran, and Cala Petita. Each one offers soft golden sand, crystal clear waters, and plenty of space to lay out and relax. It's a hot spot for both locals and tourists, and the vibe here is absolutely laid back and welcoming. If you're up for a swim or some beach time, Cala Gran is the largest and most popular, while Cala Petita offers a more peaceful escape. There's no entrance fee, but if you want to rent a sunbed and umbrella, it'll cost you $15 for the day. Parking can be tricky, especially during peak season, so plan to arrive early to snag a spot. Keep in mind that Calador is a bit farther from Palma de Mallorca, so if you're on a tight schedule or didn't start your day super early, feel free to skip it. However, if you're looking to explore more of the southeast coast and love discovering hidden beach gems, it's totally worth the drive. Late afternoon, Botanic Cactus. It's time to start heading back towards Palma, but don't worry, you've still got a couple of incredible stops on the way. One of the absolute highlights is Botanic Cactus, one of Spain's most unique botanical gardens. It's about a 25-minute drive from Calador, or just 13 minutes from Cala Figuera. Imagine stepping into a desert oasis right in the heart of Mallorca. Botanic Cactus looks just like a sprawling desert featuring over 400 different plant species and a jaw-dropping 10,000 cacti of all shapes and sizes. You'll feel like you've wandered into a world where giant succulents reign supreme. In the middle of all this desert beauty, you'll find an artificial lake surrounded by lush green palm trees, giving a gorgeous contrast to the arid landscape. Tickets to Botanic Cactus cost around $11 per person, and it's worth every penny if you're into unique landscapes and rare plants. The garden is open daily from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., but keep in mind that there's practically no shade, so it's best to visit either early in the morning or late in the afternoon to avoid the scorching sun. Insider tip: don't forget your sunscreen, a hat, and plenty of water. It can get pretty toasty out there. Evening, Calapi. To wrap up your adventurous day, make your way to Calapi, one of Mallorca's most beautiful and historic spots. It's about a 30-minute drive from Botanic Cactus, and the route itself is pretty scenic, with rolling hills and glimpses of the coastline along the way. Calapi is tucked away in a deep, narrow bay with emerald waters framed by steep rocky cliffs and lush pine trees. What makes this place extra special is its rich history. It's one of the oldest inhabited spots in Mallorca, giving it a truly timeless feel. When you arrive, take some time to explore the area and make your way down to the beach. The sandy cove is perfect for a quick dip or just relaxing with your toes in the sand. There's no entrance fee, but if you want to rent a sunbed and umbrella, it'll set you back around $15. The real magic happens at sunset. The way the sun dips below the cliffs and bathes the bay in warm, golden light is absolutely unforgettable. You'll definitely want to stick around to catch this breathtaking moment. Insider tip: arrive at least an hour before sunset to secure a good spot and snap some incredible photos. There's a small Chiringuito beach bar nearby where you can grab a cold drink for around $5 and soak up the view while you wait. Day 3, a day of relaxation, culture, and stunning sunsets. Today is all about slowing down and soaking up the charm of Mallorca's picturesque villages. After yesterday's action-packed adventure, it's time to take it easy and immerse yourself in the local vibes. You won't be rushing from one attraction to the next, which means you'll have plenty of time to wander through quaint streets, sip on local coffee, and really get a feel for the island's authentic side. There aren't as many must-see landmarks on today's itinerary, giving you freedom to explore at your own pace. Early morning, Valdemosha. Kick off your third day in Mallorca by heading to one of the island's most enchanting villages, Valdemosha. Perched on a hilltop and surrounded by rolling green hills, this picturesque village is straight out of a postcard. The charming cobblestone streets are lined with quaint shops, cozy cafes, traditional restaurants, and art galleries, making it a perfect spot to immerse yourself in local culture. Valdemosha is just a 30-minute drive from Palma, and you'll find 2 large car parks right at the entrance to the village. Parking usually costs around $5 for the day, and from there, it's best to explore on foot. There's plenty to see and do, but don't feel pressured to plan every detail. Half the charm of Valdemosha is stumbling upon its hidden gems. One of the village's must-see attractions is the Royal Carthusian Monastery, Real Cartuja de Valdemosha. Originally built as a royal residence, it later became a monastery and is steeped in fascinating history. Entrance costs around $10 per person, and you'll get to explore beautiful gardens and historic chambers where Frederic Chopin and George Sand once stayed. Another beautiful spot to check out is the Jardins Rey Joan Carles, a tranquil garden perfect for a leisurely stroll and some great photo ops. Entrance is free, and the peaceful ambiance makes it a lovely break from sightseeing. Insider tip. Start your visit with a traditional coca de patata, a soft sweet potato pastry from Can Molinas Bakery. It's only about $4 and pairs perfectly with a hot café con leche. You'll see locals enjoying this classic combo in the morning. Join them for the authentic experience. Plan to spend about 1 to 2 hours wandering around Valdemosha, soaking up the village's timeless atmosphere before moving on to your next destination. It's the kind of place where you'll want to slow down and just take it all in. Son Maroj. After soaking up the charm of Valdemosha, hop back into your car for a 10-minute drive along the scenic MA10 road to reach Son Maroj. This traditional Majorcan country estate once belonged to Archduke Ludwig Salvator of Austria, and has since been converted into a fascinating museum that tells the story of his adventurous and trailblazing life. The estate itself is nothing short of breathtaking. From the museum, you'll be treated to sweeping views of the ocean that will genuinely take your breath away, especially from the iconic white marble rotunda perched on the edge of the cliff. It's no wonder that Son Maroj is such a popular wedding venue. The romantic atmosphere and stunning backdrops are pure magic. Inside the museum, you'll find artifacts and memorabilia from the Archduke's life, giving you a glimpse into the rich history of the estate. Don't miss out on wandering through the gardens too. Lush, peaceful, and filled with blooming flowers, they're the perfect spot to pause and admire the scenery. Tickets cost around $5 per person, which is totally worth it for the unique combination of history and jaw-dropping views. The museum is open from Monday to Saturday from 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. and again from 3:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Just keep in mind it's closed on Sundays. Insider tip. Visit in the late morning or early afternoon to avoid the crowds and catch the sun lighting up the coastline. It makes for stunning photos. Also, if you're visiting on a Saturday, check to see if there's a wedding scheduled. Sometimes parts of the gardens may be reserved for private events. Bring a light jacket as the coastal breeze can get a bit chilly even on warm days. Mid-morning, Dea. Next up on your Mallorca itinerary is the charming village of Dea, just a quick 7-minute drive from Son Maroj. This picturesque spot has long been a magnet for famous artists and writers, including the renowned English poet Robert Graves, who made this enchanting village his home. It's no wonder Dea has earned a reputation as a hub of creativity and inspiration. One thing to keep in mind is that the main coastal road leading to Dea can get pretty busy during the day, and parking can be a bit of a challenge. Expect to spend around 5 USD for parking, and be prepared to circle around for a bit to find a spot, especially during peak season. It's a good idea to factor in some extra time for traffic and parking just to keep your schedule flexible. Once you've parked, get ready to immerse yourself in the village's artistic vibe. Stroll through narrow, cobbled streets lined with art galleries, boutique gift shops, and cozy restaurants. You'll find everything from handcrafted ceramics to local paintings, perfect for taking home a unique piece of Mallorca. Afternoon, Sole. After soaking up the artistic vibes in Dea, it's time to continue your Mallorca road trip with a scenic 20-minute drive to the charming town of Sole. Nestled in a lush valley often referred to as the Valley of Oranges or the Valley of Gold, this place is famous for its fragrant orange groves and stunning mountain views. If you're visiting in March, don't miss the Orange Festival, where locals celebrate the harvest with tastings, live music, and artisan stalls. The sweet, citrusy aroma fills the air, and you can sample some of the freshest orange juice you've ever had for just 3 USD a glass. The town itself is full of narrow, winding streets lined with traditional townhouses. Their green shutters and stone facades give Sole a cozy, old-world charm. Make your way to Plaza Constitucio, the lively main square where you'll find plenty of cafes and restaurants to relax and people-watch. Grab a table at Bar Turismo, a local favorite where you can enjoy a cafe con leche and a pastry for around 8 USD while soaking up the atmosphere. Right next to the square, you'll find the Iglesia de San Bartomeo, a stunning 16th century Baroque church with a beautifully ornate facade. Entrance is free, and it's worth stepping inside to admire the intricate stained glass windows and architectural details. If you're up for a bit of culture, Solar is home to 3 interesting museums worth checking out. 1. Natural Science Museum, Museo Balear de Ciencias Naturales, focused on botany, zoology, and geology with admission at 5 USD. 2. Museo del Casal de Cultura, Museo de Sole, filled with antiques and relics showcasing the town's rich history, also 5 USD. 3. Can Prunera Museum of Modernism, a beautiful modernist art collection housed in a historic mansion. Tickets cost around 7 USD. Insider tip: don't leave Solar without trying their famous orange ice cream from Sa Fabrica de Gelats. It's made with locally grown oranges and costs about 4 USD. Absolutely refreshing after a stroll around town. Plus, if you're looking for a unique way to explore the area, hop on the vintage tram that runs between Soler and Port de Soler for just 8 USD each way. The scenic ride through the orange groves is a classic experience you won't want to miss. Evening, Port de Soler. Once you've soaked up the charm of Soler, it's time to head to the stunning Port de Soler, a beautiful coastal village that feels like a slice of paradise. You can either drive down in just 10 minutes, or for a bit more adventure, hop on a vintage tram for a scenic ride. The tram is an attraction in itself, winding its way through mountain views, olive trees, and fragrant orange groves. A one-way ticket costs around 8 USD, and it's totally worth it for the experience alone. As you arrive, you'll be greeted by the sight of the picturesque bay surrounded by deep blue water, charming boats bobbing in the harbor, and the sun glinting off the waves. Take a leisurely walk along the promenade to soak it all in. You'll feel like you've stepped into a Mediterranean postcard. If you're feeling hungry, you're in luck. Port de Soler is packed with fantastic restaurants and cozy cafes. For a light dinner with a view, head to Randemar, where you can enjoy a seafood paella for about 25 USD per person, or for something more laid back, try Kingfisher Restaurant, known for its tapas and grilled octopus. Expect to spend around 20 USD. After you've refueled, head down to one of the 2 beautiful beaches, Playa del Repic or Playa de Soler. Both offer soft golden sand and crystal clear waters, perfect for a refreshing evening swim or just relaxing by the shore. Insider tip: stay a little longer to catch the sunset over the bay. It's absolutely magical, with the sky turning shades of pink and orange reflecting on the water. Day 4. Chasing epic views and beach bliss in northern Mallorca. Unfortunately, it's time for the last and final day of your Mallorca road trip. Today, you'll be visiting the northern part of Mallorca, where you'll see some of the best views that the island has to offer. Let's get into it. Early morning, Port de Pollença. Kick off your last day in Mallorca with a scenic 1-hour drive from Palma de Mallorca to the charming Port de Pollença. This cozy little resort town is known for its stunning beaches, waterfront restaurants, and cute shops. It's the perfect spot to start your morning. If you're an early bird, make it in time for sunrise. The way the sun peeks over the horizon, lighting up the calm waters, is absolutely magical. Stroll along the pine-fringed promenade, dip your toes in the water, and take in the peaceful vibes before the day gets busier. Grab breakfast at Bella Verde restaurant, where you can enjoy a delicious avocado toast and fresh juice for around $12 USD. Afterward, take a walk through town to browse the shops and just relax by the beach. Insider tip. If you're visiting on a Wednesday, don't miss the local market at the main square. It's a great place to pick up handmade crafts and fresh produce. Mid-morning, Mirador Escolomer. After soaking up the peaceful vibes at Port de Pollença, take a quick 10-minute drive along the MA 2210 to reach Mirador Escolomer, one of the most stunning viewpoints in Mallorca. Perched high on a rugged cliff, this spot offers jaw-dropping views of the sparkling blue ocean and a dramatic rocky coastline. It's totally free to visit, but parking can get a bit hectic later in the day, so it's best to arrive early to snag a good spot. You'll be blown away by how the morning light hits the cliffs, making everything look even more surreal. Insider tip. Wear sturdy shoes as the paths can get a bit uneven. Also, bring a light jacket, it can get windy up there. Afternoon. Albercut's Watchtower. If you're still craving more epic views, good news, you can go even higher. From Mirador Escolomer, take the trail, or better yet, your car, up to the Albercut's Watchtower, the highest peak on the peninsula. The views from up there are absolutely breathtaking. You'll get a sweeping panorama of the coastline, rugged mountains, and even a glimpse of Plancha de Formentor, your next stop. The road leading up is narrow and winding with plenty of hairpin turns, so drive slowly and stay cautious. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but the payoff at the top is totally worth it. Plus, parking at the watchtower is free, so no worries there. Plancha de Formentor. Time to hit the beach! Just a quick 10-minute drive from Mirador Escolomer, you'll find yourself at Plancha de Formentor, one of the most stunning beaches on the island. With its crystal clear blue waters, soft white sand, and lush green mountains as a backdrop, it's like stepping into paradise. Heads up, the road leading to the beach is pretty much a dead end, so it gets busy fast, especially in summer. If the parking lot is full, you might have to turn back, so it's crucial to arrive early. Parking costs around $16 USD for the day, no hourly rates here, so make the most of it. Once you've secured a spot, take your time to swim, sunbathe, and just chill out. You've only got one more stop on the day's itinerary, so kick back and soak up the dreamy vibes. Insider tip. Bring snacks and drinks, since the beachside kiosks can be pricey. Also, a beach umbrella will be your best friend. There's not much shade, and the sun can be pretty intense. Evening, Cap de Formentor. To wrap up your epic Mallorca road trip, head to the breathtaking Cap de Formentor, hands down one of the most stunning viewpoints on the island. There's no better way to end your adventure than catching the sunset by the lighthouse at the very top. Now, getting there can be a bit tricky because the road is closed to car traffic from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the summer months. You can technically take a bus during the day, but the schedule can be a bit unreliable. Instead, spend your afternoon at the beach, then head up to Cap de Formentor as soon as the road opens. To beat the crowd, be in line by 6:50 p.m. at the latest because the road gets insanely busy the moment it opens. It's about a 20-minute drive from Plancha de Formentor, but with traffic, it could take closer to 30 minutes. Parking at the top is free, but super limited, so being early is key. Once you're there, soak in the panoramic views and watch the sun dip below the horizon. It's absolutely magical. There's a small cafe at the lighthouse, but it's pretty overpriced, so I'd recommend bringing your own snacks and drinks to enjoy as you take in the view. And that's a wrap on your 4-day adventure in Mallorca. From stunning beaches and jaw-dropping viewpoints to charming villages and epic sunsets, you've truly experienced the best this incredible island has to offer. Whether you've been hiking to panoramic lookouts or chilling on pristine shores, every moment has been pure magic. I hope you've loved this itinerary and found it helpful in planning your own unforgettable trip. If you're craving even more Spanish adventures, be sure to check out our Barcelona travel guide. You'll find tons of hidden gems, local tips, and ideas to make your trip to Catalonia just as epic as your Mallorca journey.